Hello, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I just renamed the Kerbin tank to, well, back to Kerbin tank. And while checking out the maneuver we planned for the GravSat, I noticed this really beautiful looking orbit here. I wanted to show you that. So we are coming here up, or well, down below the plane of the Kerbin system, as we are coming from a polar orbit. And since we paid the full delta V to go all the way to Moon's orbit, we get this really nice loop around the Moon here. Almost polar, as we noticed. Probably invest a little more delta V and be straight polar, but I will fix that on the way. And then we will capture here and just go polar. And actually from there we then have to transfer to Minmus. That will be more interesting. But same as with going to the Moon, there's also transfers from the polar Moon orbit out to Minmus. So let's see. Anyway, can I do this from here? No, I can't. Okay. We rolled out the satellite for Minmus. And let's see. Technically we don't need it. We could use the same one we are sending to the Moon. Also scan Minmus, but I think that would take even longer, and I want to get this done. So let's launch. Hope you're not going to get disturbed by the neighbors. It sounded a little bit like they were starting to do some whatever, I don't know, restructuring or refurbishment work earlier, but that quieted down, so hopefully it will stay that way. If not, well, you will know why it's banging in the background sometimes. We want to launch into an 85, but line of the target, that's in almost 2 hours. Oh well, I will take that. A brief log, we have our first stage with the verniers again. Should be roughly the same first stage, maybe a little shorter. Clamps, they each need to be down here. Bearings, and that's the bearing base. Oh yeah, I also applied some well, let's talk about this during launch, but we don't need any auto staging here, right? Yeah, there will be almost guaranteed no auto staging. I will arm it anyway. We'll engage the autopilots, set the auto warp, and be done with it. So what I was saying is I applied some patches from well, basically from the realism overhaul people. Make it so that all fairing bases have decouplers built in, and I do not need the extra decoupler anymore. If you've been watching for a while, I was confused why that wasn't in the default configuration, and I just found out that this is just, yeah, an extra patch they have in realism overhaul. Oh, that's loud. And I think that's a nice one, so we took it. Let's also have a quick look. What is this? That's probably, hello, the stages from our previous gravity satellite launch. Yes, okay, that's not a big deal. It looks like I did not use the second stage here. Actually, I will disarm this. We need to be out of the atmosphere before we can do anything with staging the first stage because of the antenna. Same deal as with the previous launch. Let's see. I love how after cleaning up all the debris, launches are now more in the green, even with time acceleration. Takes longer to, oops, go into yellow or red time. indicators. A little bit of heating again. And apparently we don't have any problems with reaching the altitude on the first stage. In fact, we might even have a little too much delta V. No, it will be okay. Let's see, 134 pascals, that's okay to ditch the bearings. And as soon as we reach 70 clicks, we will also deploy the antennas. Mishap will take care of the solar panels in the meantime. And already target this one to Berlin, I guess. And other one was. We will be transferring there. Okay. Flip antennas out. Make sure that they do not clip the first stage. It's close, but it's okay. Let's just have Mishap continue the ascent here. And now arm this coupling. And Mishap decided to stop because I do not have circularization. So let's see. Let's disable this. Maybe that was the problem with the previous launch as well. No, I wanted to keep the stage. Oh well. Why did this ditch? This should not have ditched. There was still fuel in the stage below. 800 meters we lost or so. Interesting. Let's see whether this can actually recover. I think it will run into problems. We definitely need to pitch up here. No, not this way. I want to pitch up, please. The other way. Okay, right about there. Actually, quite a bit more. Our vertical speed is shown somewhere there. Well, at least it's decreasing. And I probably messed up the inclination a little bit, but that's not, we will not be dealing with that now. Okay, we are... We need to accelerate more. Okay, now we are out of the atmosphere. That was annoying. Off. Go back to SAS. That seriously messed up our fuel budget. We may not have enough now. See what we can rescue here, but I think that's a problem. Well, we will see. So, home and transfer to Minmus, 890. Let's have a look. Those 800 meters, that's a lot. Okay, a little bit less here. Oh, that was too much. actually want to go into a polarish orbit, so how about we'll just use that and perform a correction later. So let's plan the correction and let's see what we can do. Right about there. I want a second maneuver, which is, let's say, a little bit anti-normal. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe not quite as... Oh wait, what is... Minmus, information. Was it 30 or here? Oh, what was the Minmus low and high altitude? I think 50-ish kilometers. Let's see. Oh, that's annoying. Used to tell... Never mind, we will find out. Doesn't matter, it's not that big of a deal. So let's say we come from 40 and we then add the maneuver here. And we want to change apoapsis to 65, add periapsis, create this node, delete number 3. And this is 152 meters, so total is... We will make it just barely, but we will not be able to deliver the science to the lab this way. We will have to do this using the shuttle. Well, it's okay. We'll be okay. So, we can make this work, even though we lost 800 meters. That's such a pain. Cute. Next node, do the transfer. And we will take it from there. I will also activate this antenna. Activate this antenna. Want to activate the antenna, please. Okay. More auto hop. All the antennas out. Good. First stage crashed. I'd hope to have this one be able to change its plane on Minmus to the station and then transfer to the moon as well, but this will not happen like this. Although, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, what we could do is meet up with the station first, refuel there, since it's really not a lot of fuel required. It's just, yeah, we will do that instead. It's a little bit painful, but we will definitely then have enough fuel to go from the station orbit into a polar orbit, do all the scans, come back to the station, transfer the science. I think that's okay. Yeah, we will do it like that instead. Much better than using our crew shuttle, which is running on monopropellant, of which we also have enough, but you know, then we would lose the satellite in a polar Minmus orbit, and that's not ideal. So let's replan this. Delete this, delete this. Where did we end up? Right about there, okay. And we fix that, like... Oh, let's see. Thing has RCS, right? That was too much. Controls, set as target. This, oh, even with fine control, this is extremely twitchy. Let's turn this off. I would say we will fix that once we are about here. Yeah, just add a maneuver there. And fix our orbit, fix our approach. Dock with the station. Okay. Oh, that's this one. Let's note this because otherwise I will forget. So fix orbit. Dock with fix to dock with station. Let's write it in here. Can I change? Yeah, fix to dock with station. Refuel. Go to polar. Do gravity science. Go back to station. Deliver science. Go to moon? Question mark. Anyway. That's something for the future, but at least this will remind me of what I need to do there. And in the meantime, we can do nothing but wait. And why can I not delete this maneuver node? To delete this node, please. Thank you. At least we are on the way to Minmus and just hit barely enough fuel to go there, and we will have enough to circularize and meet up with the station. That was a really close call. I really don't know why it's separated. I will have to check this in the footage, but I don't think we still had like 800 meters or something. So let's see. Next thing, the transfer. Is there anything else coming up? We should build something useful actually. Right now we are only building spare parts, but I don't have a lot of things to build right now. We could start with whatever stations. And maybe I will have to design something for the next episode. I wanted to try some of the USI parts. Maybe start building a station with that. Still have a lot of well, 2 orbit rescues, 2 more orbit rescues. One of the maintenance craft, resupplies, a couple of these tourist launchers, a tanker, and another solar orbit training. Quick look at the astronaut complex. There's somebody who still needs to go to the moon. And somebody who needs to go to moon and Minmus. And Deeble, who needs to go to the moon as well. Although she was on my shortlist of being promoted out of our space program because of this. I don't need people with a wrench fixing the wrong things. And Nelwise is the new guy who will be rescued, and I'm not sure whether I want to keep him or not. Possibly not. He's also on the list being made available to another space program or another agency. Yes, so that's that. Do we have anybody here who is interesting? Could hire a scout. How are you? No courage, but very little stupidity. That's actually good. And possibly a biologist or geologist. Somebody a little bit better. Scientist isn't wrong, but we already have a couple scientists. See if there's any badasses here, any that we recognize at least. It's always a lot difficult to tell. This Stambus actually could be badass. We'll have to check that. Oh, you're not. Let's key also possibly. No, no, you're a vanilla. That's okay, not a badass. But because okay. Well, let's have a look at the candidates. Hope they show up in. As can. They're not here. Oh, okay. They're not here either. Where did I have this information? Somewhere it shows, I know. But I don't remember where. Oh well, oh well. Let's perform the next maneuver. And I will think of something new to build in the meantime. There's still just barely enough to do for 2 days, and we can just copy these and build some more parts. This one certainly can be duplicated. And what's this thing? Need more of those. These have been in the queue for so long that I really don't remember what they were. Oh, that's a lot. Definitely a lot of useful parts, but probably also a lot not so useful parts. I don't think I want to duplicate this. Although it really has a lot of a lot of good parts, but no, not happening. We'll get new ones. Some things to build anyway. Maybe some of the new engines. Okay, let's fast forward. And let's set up the node execution. Yeah, with 62 liters here, we are at over 2000 meters a second, so we really don't need to refuel a lot. Maybe 20 meters, this will be more than enough for the Minmus mission. Also looks similarly interesting from here, just a little bit. And, well, no, actually it's the same here. Really beautiful in this view. And if you were to add a node here and skip a lot of orbits, then we would get more encounters with Moon later. Also, would be interesting where they lead us, but will not happen anyway, so let's skip that. Actually don't need this reminder anymore, we have cleaned all the things. Although we could possibly... Well, we will have to think of what we will be doing with all this stuff in Kerbin Tank. That's okay. Does this still exist? Yes, it does. Why? Okay, so maybe our antennas are a little bit in the exhaust plume. And maybe I have to move the exhaust plume a little down, and then it's okay. I have exhaust plumes, so it's all good. Hello, Moon. Little auto warp. Let's see, where did we end up? I would say we ended up quite where we wanted to be. Have a look. Now, what do I need to do here? Fix this. Okay, how about that? And we'll just add 3 meters there, and then it will be a lot more polar. Would be definitely enough. 4 would be too much. It's close, not quite perfect, but how about 3.5? Yeah, I'll stick to that, and so that will be a correction. Check our antennas. One is pointing to Minmus. We will point that one back to Kirby. Time being. And this node is in, oh, just an hour. Well then, let's just fast forward there. Execute auto warp. Not like much happening until then, and we also have to think of what to do for the first year anniversary of the space program. It's too late to send snacks to Minmus, but unless we do a really express transfer, but we don't even have a oh, we do have supply pods. I don't know. That would be wasteful. Let's see. And we will capture somewhere around there. I should also have checked the high orbit boundary for the moon. Oh, it says somewhere, let me see. Ah. Why doesn't it tell me? One is 30k. Yeah? Okay, let's see, 250, try again, yes. So, let's see. We have 250 kilometers for Kerbin, of course, and 60 for the moon, 30 for Minmus. I'll have to fix the Minmus thing also, but 60 for the moon, so we need to go a little lower. And we will achieve that from here with a little radial in. Actually, we don't need to do that there. All we will do is change the periapsis, add the periapsis down to what did I say? 50 kilometers? 60, so 65. Add the next periapsis, create this node. Not there. It. Add. Oh. Want to add maneuver there. Then I want to add this node. Then I want to delete this maneuver. Okay. So we circularize into a slightly eccentric orbit, but that's okay. And then, well, actually we can, but there's nothing to do until then, right? Anything here? There is stuff there. Come on. They do duplicate this thing, and that's something to build in the meantime. And we also duplicate big engines because we can. Means we have a lot to do here. Okay, like this and whoop. Why did it stop warping? You don't want to be slowed down here. Okay, let's check that this is still correct. Periapsis 65, execute, go. And we can probably start collecting science. Hey, lowlands. Oh, come on. I really don't want to do that. Thank you. That's lowlands, okay. Get rid of this, review, get rid of this, clean this up. Okay, what do we have here? 22, 22, 23, okay. So we are missing highlands still for a lot. Means review. Midland craters. I probably just want to get rid of highland data. Over the highlands, yes, discard this, we will fetch this again. Everything else. This way we definitely get notified again. And you can execute all you want, but only with manual time warp. Lowlands, yes. Why? Oh god, this is so messed up. Why? Oh, we need lowlands again. And probably some amount, okay, highlands. Midlands we definitely don't need. Open this so we can see what's in the instruments. Okay. Crater. that's better. I'm sure we will get lowlands again. Okay, now the maneuver node. Well, soon anyway. I will move this down here and let's have a look at... Can we have the small map of the moon, please? Big map for a second. Yes. So that's one. Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 biomes. Jeez, that's a lot. So we had 22. By the time we are through the high orbit science, we should be at 17, 22, 39. Oh god. Oh, I don't want polar lowlands. We have polar lowlands. Holes, please, yes. Hey, something is wrong. Oh, I know what's wrong. See. Okay. So that's orbital insertion completed. Let's see. Orbital period is 1 hour, so it will take quite a while. To all the biomes. And we are way too fast. Midlands. I want lowlands, please. Islands again. Definitely coming up on a new biome here. Okay, Farside Crater, yes. Okay. Well done. And we did miss this one here, right? Canyons. Yeah, there will be more canyons. Let's see what's at the border. Lowlands again? Okay. Now I wish I knew which one. Okay, can I dump from here? No, I can't. Well, then we have to close this and review, dump. Review, dump. Okay. And open again. Big map. Whereabouts are we? 31, still 6 to go. That's probably Twin Craters, East Crater, Northwest Crater, Northwest Basin, East Farside Crater, and either the canyons or the Midland Craters. I don't know which one I already got. Outside basin, yes. Okay, what's coming up here? Okay, that was not what I needed. Is this actually highland craters? Okay. Hopefully we already have that. Or we did not. Now we have. Okay, just 4 more to go. Okay, that's what we got. The orbits of nothing. Okay, oh, next time. Crater, yes. Oh, what did I say? 17 plus 22, 39. Oh, still a couple to go. So we definitely have midland craters. Let's see. Canyons is missing. East Northside crater is missing. Northwest crater, I guess. Or Northwest basin. Get Northwest basin on the next orbit. Odd. No. For that. Okay, yes. Basin. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 2 more to go. Ah, we missed it. Next time. We'll probably not get this one here. West crater. Yes, we do. Okay. Wait, it's still 3 to go. This one. Far side crater. Okay, but now I'm puzzled. So we missed the canyons here as well. Canyons are still missing, but what else? This one, southwest crater. Okay. Canyons next time. Oh, what canyons? Southwest crater will be now. Okay. How did I manage to... Okay, something is messed up. Don't tell me I have one sample of one gravity scan. No, I'm still... Wait, high over twin craters. I do have the canyons? I do have the canyons. Excellent. So let's check this again. Twin craters is This one. Oh god. Well, that will be a couple orbits. Twin craters, there we are. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well then, next change. Periapsis to 55, add periapsis, yes, create node. That's when. In another orbit. Because we just missed it. Well then. That's a heck lot of science. And it's almost New Year, so I would like to import this, please. And we will perform this now. Well, it's actually before New Year. Okay, execute. Not sure what to do for New Year for the Kerbals. It's... Oh, and we put a probe into orbit around the moon. Yes, we did. Oh well. I'll think of something for next time. Before we, well, I don't even know, do I want to... I probably will skip recording the data from low moon orbit. We had to endure this for way too long. And... circularized periapsis. I will do this off camera because that's just no reason to make you watch all of this, I think. But yeah, let's end the episode here, and I hope it was not too boring. It certainly was a little boring for me. Well, I hadn't done this since 4 years or so. So anyway, thank you for watching, thanks for joining me on this. I will hopefully think of something to do for the New Year anniversary in the next episode. Until then, see you next time. Have a nice time. Bye bye.